This is how Rowan gets here. It's all everything contagious.
And who knows, the accent might change halfway through, since I do not do well with the accent.
Certainly true.
Okay, my food tracker is finally working, and I see the person pulling up 8th Street. They should be here in a moment.
Soon.
Boris have many women. All love him. You're married, and you're not straight. No. Boris is name of accent. Have life of his own.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to try...
I literally learned to do a Russian accent for that joke. I don't remember where I read it.
I'm going to try to hear myself on the Twitch stream and see what happens.
Good luck.
I'm terrified.
Hopefully we won't hear too much reverberation while I test this out. Hello. Okay, yes, we can hear me. Now I'm...
Now here's a question.
Here's an answer.
Why don't we have somebody else check the Switch strat so that there's no reverberation?
Planning in this house.
What?
You come into my house with a plan?
That wasn't a plan?
There's no plan, okay?
No plans, no backup.
Bailey, are you trying to tell me someone's at the door, or am I just eager?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my food. I'll be right back.
I can smell my food almost being ready. This is a good sign.
No plans, no prototype, no backup.
What could go wrong?
So what was the farm boy comment in regards to, just out of curiosity?
Hold on. Melanie and I kind of went a little bit nuts with some of our D&D characters from a campaign we're in together.
Excellent.
I mean, we were talking about Jaster and Asta. It's Jaster and Asta on steroids in terms of how much we've latched onto these characters. Yesterday morning, Melanie shared a document at me, and it was the start of a gender swap AU. Where her character is now a dude, and mine is now a girl, and her character is a farm owner who kind of like lives on their own farmstead by themselves. My character fell from the sky and crashed on their farm.
Also makes total sense.
Yep.
All right, I am back. We are itching up on 7 o'clock. Is anyone in the stream?
I am.
Yep.
What I meant is, do we have any spectators?
Oh, yes!
Basket of Mercy is in the chat.
Basket of Mercy, yes!
Our absolute best customer, Basket of Mercy, deserves a medal, has not missed an episode yet.
Wow.
Hi. I am a little echoey. I forgot to turn off my echo.
Remember, kids, always turn off your echo.
The more you say that word, the more chance you'll set off the Amazon device in my vicinity.
Echo.
Reverberation and delay.
There we go.
Echo.
I was gonna say, I have a dog named Echo, so I'm not allowed to own an Amazon Echo. It would be totally bad.
Yeah.
We have a Google Home, but we frequently refer to our cat as Eggo, and if for some reason Google thinks that's us saying, "Hey Google," so she has heard some weird shit.
The G is pronounced in the vicinity of the device. It just hears Google.
Yeah, just Eggo, get off the counter. I don't know how to do that.
It would be weirder though if your Google Home sprouted legs and walked off the counter at your command.
Would
this
be more
is true.
concerning.
You're not Callan's Eldritch Cannon. You're not allowed to do that.
It's little and it walks.
All right. So we were thinking that for our introductions this week, we would also recap, because this is a multi-part. This is episode 2 of the what did I call this? The Manaan Saga. So from a narrative point of view, everyone is on a transport ship from Kashyyyk to Manaan. There's some drama over the Kolto production and sales, specifically to the main power players in the galaxy, the Empire and the Republic. But if you want update on those politics, hop onto our YouTube and check out the beginning of the previous episode. In this episode, the ship is caught in a tractor beam of a mysterious figure, and we're going to go through and have our cast introduce themselves and give like a 2-minute version of what they remember happening to their character last week. Amy?
Oh, yep, it is me. As always, I am at the top. Hello, I'm Amy. I play Megara. And last week I hopped on this ship trying to get back to Manaan, where I am a Manaan native. I popped into the canteen to obtain some purple protein and to attempt to make some friends. Didn't make friends so much, but did a little bit, leave an impression on an imperial politician, it seems, Everett Kellner Gillipold III. His Sith companion, not a big fan of me, but him, he'll hire anyone who will protect him, and that came in handy later. So yeah, spent a while eating food, chatting people up, and then all the lights went out, and the tractor beam situation started, and there were some spooky monsters, and also some robots. I found myself in the latrine, where I was quickly hired by Everett Kellner Gillipold III to do whatever it took to protect him, and as a person with blasters, I started blasting. We are still holed up in the latrine. A robot has told us that the toy maker requests our presence. I've been paid 1,000 credits to keep protecting Everett Kellner Gillipold III. That's that on that.
Andy and Brittany, you can go in either order you prefer.
I'm Andy. I am playing the role of Tahiri. I'm a Sith apprentice masquerading as a Jedi, but my cover was blown when I ignited my lightsabers to fend off the attack from the toy maker. And I'm currently in Mortal Kombat with a Jedi Padawan.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I am playing Taran Osana. He is a doctor representing a third party interested in obtaining some Kolto. Currently, I am in the medical bay. I had just healed the captain from venom made out of the Kolto. Before that, I had tried to talk with the Republic ambassador. That did not go so well as soon as she realized I was interested in what she was up to, and after that went poorly, I just decided to observe the other passengers and see what they were up to.
I am Dallas MacArthur. I am running this crazy train this week. I'm one of the co-DMs here on the channel. And I'm really excited for the potential conclusion of this short mini-series we are doing.
And what does your character remember?
My character remembers everything, but I can't give away spoilers.
Fair enough. Then I guess it's my turn. I'm Elliot, and I play Trig. Trig came aboard this vessel to do security, thinking it would just be as routine a job as it could be, mediating security between Sith and Jedi,
We call them blue milk runs here in the biz.
as it were. It turned out to be a little bit more than that so far. Kind of doing my rounds, and then all of a sudden the lights went down. There were things that were all bitey, and that wasn't very fun. And now I guess I'm teaming up with the Sith, and we're taking out some robots, and it's a good old time. And yeah. And we're being summoned by the toy maker, who I presume is going to try to sell us some kind of like drug or something. I don't really know.
Don't do drugs, kids. Alex, you're next.
Okay. Hello, my name is Alex, and last week, as I was playing Class de Luc Merte, a Sith ? He
I found myself taking care of getting to know the passengers when the ship was engulfed in chaos. Upon awakening, accosted by humanoid feral creatures and combat droids, claiming to be under employ of toy maker, best guess probably slaver. Currently taking refuge in the latrine with the extremely interesting cyborg and Everett Kellner Gillipold III, the less than ideal ambassador to the current engagement in Manaan.
And hello. I'm Anna, one of the co-DMs here. If you're joining us in the Twitch chat, you'll be interacting with me tonight. I just have your reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are working with a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties and or interruptions from pets and toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. And Dallas, take it away.
So, Trig, it's your turn. If memory serves, when last we left you, you were fighting this droid and you were holding it in midair and letting the Sith just devastate it.
That is correct, yes.
What would you like to do on your turn?
Is the Sith still wailing on the thing?
Yes, the Sith will continue to wail on it on its turn.
And as part of Force Choke, how am I limited in that to how many turns that lasts? Do I have to spend another Force point if I want to keep that going?
I imagine so, because at least on biological creatures, it'll deal damage every turn.
Okay. Because on the thing, it made it sound like it was more of like an immobilization thing, and that the damage would come from upgrading it with Force points, I think.
Let me check. Yes. So yeah, we'll say if you're dealing damage is not your goal, that you can maintain that for 1d4 rounds.
Excellent. Shall I roll a d4 then?
That's the game of it. If you roll a 1, you're done, and you have to figure out something else to do this turn.
That's a 2.
Hey, you can hold it another round.
Beautiful. Can I do that and also change out the lightsabers that I was using?
Sure.
Excellent. I just want to switch because I have a different bonus on my single-bladed lightsaber. So I will, with my not lightsaber-y hand, I will reach out and continue to Force Choke this audacious droid. And then with my other hand that has the lightsaber in it, I will just sort of sheath it, sling it gracefully over, as though I've done it a million times, over my back, and then take and ignite my small lightsaber, and that will be my turn.
Delightful. Taryn, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Well, the captain wants me to help him save his crew, but I realize that there's probably going to be more of the Kolto venom. So I kind of stop him and say, wait, you were infected by a venom made of Kolto. I need to synthesize a possible antidote in order to either slow it or stop it. Can you at least help me with that?
What do you need? Let's make it fast.
Do you know where the Kolto is kept here? I just got here.
On the ship? Probably. Yeah, medical storage. This way.
Okay. Okay. Is there any Kolto available? Do I see any? Do I see the vials?
No, you are going to have to go to medical storage to get it.
Okay. All right, so I decide to follow him.
Excellent. So this is where movement's going to come into play.
Okay.
You have up to 10 squares of movement on your turn, because you chit-chatted for a bit. We just did 5 this time. But trying to follow him, he will move 10 squares around unless stopped.
Okay.
So do your best to keep up with him.
Okay.
Tahiri.
Yes. So, I'd like to talk to Jovi about his actions and remind him that there is no emotion, there is only peace.
Can you do that in character for me?
I mean, sure. With a lightsaber clashing down at me. Let's see. Jovi,
There's on and off moments of the fight.
right. Still. Jovi, you're being awfully emotional. Isn't the first tenet of the Jedi Code, there is no emotion, there is only peace?
What would you know of Jedi codes or even honor?
Am I not correct?
I mean, roll persuade.
I mean,
Diplomacy, I think, is what it's
you have
called.
persuade on this.
I do have persuade? I thought so.
Yeah. Trying to 12.
So, you might have read a book once. That doesn't mean anything.
It means you're not following.
You did succeed, by the way.
Okay. All I'm trying to do is remind you that you're losing your way if you continue down this path and try to strike me down. I came on this ship fully prepared to be neutral, but here you are. I'm trying to convince you to stay back and continue on your path.
He tilts his lightsaber up a little bit into a more defensive rather than aggressive posture.
We're being attacked by an unknown party, and only way out of this is together. We have our differences, and we can continue this another time, but right now we need to work together.
That is going to require another persuade check, but first he has a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you care if I on my...
I mean, you cut out just a little bit. What was that?
Why do you care if I stay on my path?
It's not so much that I care, but I'm not looking for a fight right now.
He believes you, and he sheaths his lightsaber. Quite arrogant, considering you're still holding yours, but that's definitely in tune with the character.
Kill him.
Strike.
Strike him down where he stands.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now. Yeah. Let's check on the ambassador and see where what else is going on across the ship. That'll be my turn, I guess. Unless we.
Do you sheathe your lightsabers though?
Yes.
That is your turn, and well played. Megara!
Alright, so I got this droid here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my frenemy over here.
Mm-hmm.
What's she doing? She getting ready to wail on that droid?
She is about to draw a lightsaber.
Dope. We love to see it. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna, pop my head out the door. I want to see if this droid says anything first, though, because I remember it talking. It said something about the toy maker. I assumed it was unimportant at the time, but I'd like to hear it again.
I assumed
Wait.
unimportance at the time.
Wait, it says something about Troy Baker?
Bet on it.
It is yelling at this lovely woman in Zabrak. So unless you speak Zabrak, then
I barely speak English, man.
I know, right?
I
I only speak two languages, English and bad English.
English real good. Yeah, I'ma shoot it. Get
Do
a
it.
pew 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 pew. Gun number 1. 6. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. Yes, 6.
That is a hit because it only rolled a 4.
Dope. Yes, sorry, I'm receiving beer.
Bring good tidings of great beer.
Okay, let me roll some damage. That is... Dang, son. Alright. 8 damage.
Ouch. Having worn down its energy shield, you actually put a hole in its exoskeleton, revealing wiring beneath. Sparks are flying.
We love to see that, so we can shoot it again! Oh, that's a very good. That's a 23.
Nice. It actually, so I thought the second shot was going to miss because it got a 17.
I rolled a nat
Right.
18.
Nice. So roll me damage again.
3 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
Hey!
Describe to me how you kill this robot.
I think I kind of poke my head out, see that the robot is engaged in yelling in some sounds that I don't recognize, and just kind of barely poke both guns out kind of near my rib cage and just kind of pew pew. And just lean back in like nothing happened. It's all fine. This is a normal day.
Smooth. Taluk.
I'm just going to, hearing presumably the sounds of the droid exploding, step over to this side of Meg to give the ambassador a little bit of space, and offer Meg a fist bump with the hand that is not currently armed with a blaster pistol, and say, "Very impressive work."
Oh, hell yeah, I fist bump that.
Do you sheath your gun first, or do you an awkward fist bump around the gun?
Awkward fist bump around the gun, 100%.
And I absolutely accept that.
Here for that nonsense. Any other actions, Tulak? Taluk. Tulak just feels way more natural because that's an actual character in Star Wars.
I didn't know that actually. But no, I think I'm going to chill with Meg for a minute.
The ambassador looks at Meg Is it safe?
In a manner of speaking, but yeah, the immediate threat's gone. I don't know if anywhere's safe on here, but yeah, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe.
He runs out here and whispers something into the Sith woman's ear. Meanwhile, Vertak up here goes to town on the still suspended droid, dealing a total of 7 damage to it.
And how's it looking?
That goes through the rest of its energy shield and takes 3 points of health off of it. So it loses some exterior plate, but it's still mostly intact.
Excellent.
Trig,
Yes.
what you doing?
Oh. Why? Well, it's...
You're always surprised when the initiative comes around. You should not be surprised.
I mean, yeah. So its 2 turns are up, so the force choke ends and the droid drops down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna close the distance. And since there's 2 of us, does that count as flanking, or does the positioning actually matter for that?
Positioning matters.
Okay, never mind then. Then I will just roll for a lightsaber attack.
Number to beat is 21.
Well, that's just not going to happen. So, cool.
Well, what's your plus to lightsabers?
0.
Yeah,
I mean,
it got
my
a natural
lightsaber is
19 on its defense.
+2. My lightsaber is +2, but it's a wit to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that would cancel because I have a -2 modifier on wit. So, here we are.
You can still roll it, see if you get a nat 20.
I got a 14.
That's not a nat 20.
Nope.
The droid sachets out of the way.
Okay. Fair enough.
You have anything else, or are we moving to Terran?
Unless I can magically re-roll that attack, no. I don't think I can do anything else.
Nope.
Then nope.
Grab my handy-dandy reveal tool. When it works.
Also, I did just realize something I need to add about the fist bump.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot about this from last week. My hand's covered in blood. It's pretty clearly mine.
My metal arm is now also covered in blood. It's normal. It's casual Friday.
As you come tearing out into the hallway, you come face to face with one of the distorted humanoid creatures. It is roaring at you, and it immediately moves forward to try to take a bite out of the captain unless you intervene, Taryn.
Alright. I'm going to do a dual melee and hope that I hit.
Okay.
It's a 17.
You did not hit. It dodged out of the way and did manage to bite the captain.
Can I strike again?
Yes. Under your dual wield skill.
Yes. Ugh. That's a 2. Okay.
It bit the captain for 6 damage.
Oof.
Captain's still on his feet, but that bite looks like it hurt, and it may or may not be immediately festering.
Dank Ferric. Psst. I've already run 10 and attacked twice. Is that the end of my turn?
You didn't run a full 10, but you did move and you did attack, so that is likely your turn. What are you going to try to accomplish?
What I hope to try to accomplish is to get the thing to let go of the captain.
Next turn.
Okay.
Tahiri.
Let's see. Probably go try and check to make sure that the ambassador is safe, but not in an overtly aggressive way, so that I don't get.
Roll for not being aggressive. No, you're fine. Just role play it out.
Oh, let's see. Jovi, let's go check on the ambassador, make sure she's safe before we go elsewhere.
Of course, that should be our first priority. Ah!
It's alright. It's alright. I'm not here to hurt you, I promise.
She's clutching her hollow communicator to her chest and looking at you with giant wide eyes.
I just want to make sure that you're safe. I may be a Sith, but I'm not evil.
Isn't that your whole game?
There's a little bit of mix up on that. We're diametrically opposed, but I'm here on a different mission. I'm not here to hurt you.
She suddenly looks intrigued, and her posture visibly relaxes. What is your mission?
It's moot now. We're under attack. I just want to check that you're okay before I scout the rest of the ship.
These attacks come and go. Tell me, is it espionage? Daring adventures?
I mean, I was posing as a Jedi. It was pretty obviously espionage.
Ooh.
That's in character.
Double agent? How exciting. I've never met one before. She's critically looking you up and down.
We don't have much time for this. Gonna go see if we're still under attack.
Oh, of course.
The alarm blaring still.
It is.
Okay.
I'll wait here for you.
Jovi, do you want to stay with her and protect her?
Jovi gives you a salute. Of course.
Attacking me to saluting me? Alright.
It's a reflex.
I'm not sure how much movement I've got left, and there's nothing immediate. So
I'm gonna say you made it to the door.
Okay,
whichever door you're going for. Time is such a flexible concept.
Right. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey
stuff. All right. With that, Meg, what are you up to?
Well, there's all this blood on my metal arm now.
That's a fact.
So I am gonna, kind of narrow my eyes looking at Taluk. Is this yours?
Unfortunately, yes.
Are you good?
We'll see.
I mean, not that I can offer you anything, but if you pass out, I can't do much. That's what I'm saying.
Then hopefully I won't pass out. I won't deny a trip to the med bay, though.
Yeah, if only I knew where that was. All right. I'm going to follow the rich man out into the corridor.
Follow the money.
Following the money is literally my prerogative now, so wherever he goes, I'm going to stick by him guns a-blazing.
They are proceeding to the bridge.
Cannot get much further than that. That's about it.
I'm gonna just double check that I am not actively bleeding out, which I don't believe I am.
How many
I have 6.
Okay, you are not actively bleeding out. You're not even half dead. You're fine.
Well, if I hadn't taken skill points into health, I would be not even half dead. But I am slightly less than 50% of my hit point total.
Fair enough. Your energy shield should also be coming back. Make sure you're keeping track of that every round.
Yes.
So
My character sheet thinks that my energy shield is a date.
okay.
It thinks that it is the 10th of October. And
how's your energy shield doing? About the 10th of October.
yeah. So I'm going to follow Meg because she intrigues me, but I am going to check behind us and kind of walk backwards as I am following that way and check down
Roll spot.
the next corridor. Okay. What is the ability for spot?
Savvy.
That's going to be a 19.
You see, presumably the same creature you fought, trying to gnaw its way through the door. It's making some headway.
Well, we're about to have company. And then is there anything down the corridor the robot came from that I could find with, or that I could see with that spot check?
Yeah, let me see if my reveal tool will continue to work. You see the conflict going on to your north.
Do I have range with a blaster pistol?
Oh,
for that? I would like to take a shot at the
At the captain.
no, at the feral creature.
Excellent. Roll it.
That's going to be 15.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay, is that a D4 or a D6? I can't remember.
That is a D4.
Okay. That's going to be 2 points of damage.
Slight laser burns on the feral creature, and the captain whips his head around to look at you.
I give him a salute. And I am continuing to follow Meg and the ambassador.
Excellent.
Did the creature let go?
Say again?
Did the creature let go?
Yes.
Okay.
The robot tries a spray pattern approach to hit both Trig and Vertak with lasers. Trig, I definitely need a reflex defense.
That is a 19.
Nice! You handily dodge the lasers. You can either reflect them, though they won't go anywhere important, or acrobatically dive out of the way. That is up to you.
I will reflect them dramatically with some fancy lightsaber.
Vertak, doing the same thing, nods approvingly in your direction.
Excellent work for a Jedi.
Trig laughs and says, I am no Jedi.
The red color on Vertak's face, his single eye, turns to a muddled orange for a moment and then back to red.
I assume I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
It is your turn, Trig.
Well, with that, I'm gonna Actually, no. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move to flank this guy.
Now roll with advantage.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's still got a 20 on its defense.
Okay. Then nope. Neither roll was a 20, so I can't beat that.
You're doing fine. You're looking impressive at least. Taryn.
Yes.
You definitely see the blaster shot, though you don't have an angle to see where it came from.
He's just grateful that the creature let go. I'm going to move this way to kind of sort of flank the creature. Can I use my hologram to cast an image on the other side here?
You need to roll a bluff to do so.
Okay. 19.
Very nice. The creature is entirely confused.
Okay. Can I whack it now?
Describe like for the audience what your character does to deploy this hologram and then moving into your attack.
I hit a unassuming looking bracelet on my wrist and get into an attack stance. And the image copies me like a mirror image. So if I'm holding it with my right hand, it looks like it's holding it with its left hand.
And there's a hologram, so it's completely non-solid. It's just a visual threat, but it definitely fooled this creature.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to
roll your attack, and you may roll with advantage.
Gonna go with a 21.
Sounds about right. All right, that is a hit. Roll damage. You're using a quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
If you are attacking once with it, you can roll 1d6 damage. If you're making 2 attacks, each one... if you're attacking once with it, you can roll 1d8 damage. If you are using 2 attacks, you can roll 1d4 for each attack.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do 1d8.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 7.
That's a 7?
Yes.
Describe to me how you kill this creature.
I take my staff and swing it hard against his left temple, causing there to be a sickening crunch and him falling flat on the ground, dead.
The captain puts his arm on his leg, presumably to stop the bleeding, and stumbles through the door. Good work. It's right this way.
I'm going to need to take a look at that arm. Your leg.
Captain waves his other arm at you dismissively.
Still going to need to take a look at it.
And that is your full movement. Tahiri.
Stroll through the corridor. I just make a movement.
Okay. Just walking by this guy?
Is he... I mean, he's not attacking me, is he?
Nope.
Then I don't care.
He is working on a couple of small droids. That is all. All right. Meg.
I am following these two. Keeping an eye out for any stray nasties.
Taluk.
Okay, so last week we established that the range on drain is the number of ranks in it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Does that work through doors?
Sure, especially since you can see the creature because it's chewing through the door.
Okay. So, and we have 5 spaces worth of movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as Meg is moving forward, I'm going to look down at my wound and then just say, I'll catch up. And then I will step back down the hallway and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm within range, so I will attempt to hit that thing with drain.
Excellent. Now, you were bit by this one, right?
Yes.
So when you roll your drain, I'd also like you to roll a fortitude check for me.
Okay. So I'll start with the drain because I don't have multicolored dice tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And just as another point, drain is my rank in drain plus my wit, correct?
Yes, when you were rolling it as an attack. The
Okay.
amount of health you actually drain is 1d4 plus your drain.
Okay. So that was a 17.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. Oop, and my D4 just decided it wanted to go on a trip. And that is going to be 9 points of healing from drain or damage from drain,
which means that you heal 4 points of health. However, the wound on your arm, even though it is closing, roll that fortitude check.
Okay. Fortitude. And what is the stat I add to fortitude?
Fortitude, it's strength. Or
Okay,
physique, sorry.
Physique. That's going to be an 11.
Yeah, it's festering. You can see movement beneath your healed over skin.
Oh boy. Well, didn't want to die this way, but I suppose it's better than most ways. And so I moved 2 spaces, so I've got 1, 2, 3 to get back that way.
Trig.
Yes.
The droid is still trying to shoot you.
Okay.
So roll your reflex defense.
That is a 12.
So it got a nat 20.
Great. I'll see you all as a new character next time.
And then it rolled max damage.
Cool. Bye, everyone.
So please take 12 damage.
Excellent.
Now, what does that do considering your energy shield and hit point pool?
I am not happy.
Is not happy dead, though?
No.
Okay, good. Did you make an audible pain noise?
Eh.
Eh?
I don't know. I go,
Because
ow.
if you did, you might alert the doctor.
Ow. Oh, the pain. Oh, it hurts. No. If only there was a doctor in the vicinity. Oh, well.
I'm a doctor. Oh, I'm a doctor of physics.
Yeah, right.
All right, Trig, it's your turn.
Well, I'm not happy with this droid. Let me tell you. So I'm gonna roll to attack it with a lightsaber again, and I guess that's just gonna be with advantage because I'm still flanking.
Mm-hmm. And Vertak is also rolling.
Lovely. That's a 10 with advantage.
Well, you missed, but Vertak hit for 6 damage, so... Maybe that'll get some heat off of you. Terran, the captain is punching an access code into the door that he came up to. Do you want to roll to see if you heard Trig's exclamation, if you can call it that, or do you want to see how this scene plays out?
I think Terran, even though he is a doctor, would probably be more focused on the captain, so I won't roll. I'm sorry, Trig. But considering that he took a bite from one of those creatures, and Terran has a theory that the venom that affected the captain is what turned the creatures how they are. So she wants to take a look at his leg.
Fair enough. The door slides open.
Are we in the medical storage?
You are, and a
Okay,
very
and
surprised Jedi is turned around and is looking at you with wide eyes. Reflexively, she waves her hand in front of both of you. There is nothing you want here. Go away. And I need you to roll a willpower throw.
It's a 10.
The captain utterly failed and is walking away. You succeeded.
Okay. Like, there is something I need in here. What are you doing in here?
She glares at you. I am securing needed medical supplies for the Republic. If we're not going to make it to Manaan, then I will merely take the stores here back to my masters.
Uh-huh. Well, I need some of this.
How much do you need?
I need at least one tank.
She looks around at the storage. I suppose I could spare that, assuming you leave me alone and let me take the rest.
I don't care at this point. We're under attack, and there are people who need my help. Could you at least make yourself useful and help me get to the medical bay?
The droid can help you, she says dismissively, continuing to pile the tanks onto some sort of hover cart that allows her to move lots of them at once. She rolls one to you.
I catch it. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be a peacekeeper?
I am. I am keeping the peace by keeping our soldiers alive.
Well, your soldiers are in trouble right now. Do you even know where your apprentice is?
I know he is alive, and I know he can handle himself. Besides, I never wanted him as my apprentice. It would be in my benefit if he died here.
You are one piece of Bantha Poodoo. And I walk out because I need to help people.
Roll vicious mockery. No, nicely played. Tahiri, you see the captain walking almost mechanically towards you. It is likely you've seen this sort of behavior before and you know what's going on.
Do I recognize him as the captain based on any insignias or anything?
Yes, he has the badges on his shoulders that would designate him a captain. They're outdated. He belonged to an army that no longer formally exists anymore. But like, no, not just anyone goes around wearing old captain's bars on their shoulders. This is very likely the commander of the ship.
Captain, are you all right?
Sir? Madam? What?
Are you okay? You look dizzy.
His head seems to clear, and then he remembers his leg is in pain because he hadn't been holding it. I don't know. And he turns around and he sees Taryn. I was helping. He then passes out, and you can see his leg. There's a open wound on it, and it is literally spraying white froth.
Can I use my lightsaber to cauterize it?
You can definitely try. That is going to be a first aid check.
All right. First aid. Where's that guy?
I think under response.
I'm pretty sure it's under response.
Okay. That looks like a 7.
So you do manage to cauterize the wound. You also deal half damage, so go ahead and roll damage.
Just do a D8.
D8.
So 3 is half.
3 is half. He's not dead, but that clearly hurt him. Possibly more than it helped him.
What are you doing?
Doctor comes running over. Don't kill him!
I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to cauterize the wound on his leg.
Fine, just help me get him to the medical bay.
I can do that.
All right. Y'all can work on getting him to the medical bay next turn, because it's Megara's turn.
I'm still following the money. I don't know where they're going to the bridge, right? Yeah, all right.
They are going to the bridge.
Kind of look over my shoulder, see that Taluk is still following at a distance, and kind of like do one of those like, "What are you doing?" shrugs.
I'm doing a limp, is what I'm doing.
Do the limp.
I am still pretty hurt.
Speaking of, Taluk,
Mm-hmm.
what you doing?
So the first thing I'm going to do is sort of realize that they are very much outpacing me, and I'm not going to be able to keep up. So I'm gonna just shout down the hall. I will catch up with you later. Robotom lady, I very much want to speak to you again later. And I'm gonna about face and head for medical.
Give him a salute before he turns away.
I assume it is a appropriately sassy salute.
Oh, 100%. I don't know any salutes but sassy.
I give
real life too.
Yes.
I give a suitably sassy salute in return, and a thumbs up, and just kind of try to apply pressure to my arm as I head towards medical.
All right. When you enter the medical bay, you see blood spattered around a bit, and a very broken droid.
That checks out.
All right, Trig.
Yes.
The droid you're fighting decides you are small, puny meat, not worth its time.
Woo!
And it attacks the giant droid behind it, which is easily able to avoid its attack.
Woo!
It is now your turn.
Excellent. I'm gonna roll to smack this guy with my lightsaber again.
Just slapped a fool.
How does a 13 sound?
Sounds like a hit.
Oh, finally!
I swear, all morning I'm playing with this other group and I can't roll above a 2 or a 3. And almost every number I've dropped tonight has been a 17 or above.
Yeah, well, I did just roll 8 points of damage.
Nice. Talk to me about this dead robot.
So, since I'm behind it and it turned around to shoot the my new droid friend, I seized the opportunity and in a bold and daring stroke, stabbed it through the back. So all the droid in front of me, and I'm short, so all he sees is the bright green blade shooting through the torso of this robot, and then it collapses.
Excellent work. What should I call you?
Not wanting to waste time because he's somewhat injured and there's people around doing stuff, he just snarls out, "Trig." And then we'll spend the remainder of his turn. I only get 5 squares because I'm tiny, right?
Everyone gets 5 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving to there.
Vertak follows you, sheathing his own lightsaber.
It is an honor to fight alongside you, Trig. You handle yourself well.
Trig simply nods and looks kind of sideways at the Sith person, and he says, "I didn't catch your name."
I am Vertak, the Invincible.
Trig simply nods.
Also, yes, very Sith.
Yeah.
Unabashedly Sith.
His inner monologue, he's like face palming. He's like, "Oh, this guy."
Taryn.
After telling Tahiri to follow me while she's helping the captain, I push the cart this way. Can I yell something out to these two?
Definitely.
Okay. It's like, you two! Sith! Great! Dude.
Yes.
You should probably check on the Jedi in the medical bay.
Medical storage, but I assume you pointed.
Yes, I did. I think she's up to something.
What is she doing?
She's stealing Kolto.
Trig sighs.
Trig,
wouldn't
inner
recommend-
monologue. This is why I left the order.
Yeah.
And Tara, meta moment, Taryn gets it too. We're heading to medical, but I'd recommend stopping her before she decides to steal it all.
I'm sick of these mother Jedi.
Jedi, they just show up and ruin your day every time.
Wait, is Trig Sith of these leading Jedi?
It was a pun. It was a pun.
It was.
I think I moved my 5 spaces, and I did my yelling, so I think that's it for me.
Tahiri.
I guess I'm just helping the captain in that general direction.
Excellent. Ooh, I will let you move your own token. I'll just move the captain.
I think that's 5.
I assume you are using the age-old method of under the arms drag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic.
Fireman
Just crossed my mind. Y'all would tell me if my voice mod was still on, right?
No.
Yeah.
Debatable.
You're good, though.
Okay. Because I check it occasionally to make sure it's on my neutral, but I know myself. I'm going to forget one of these days. Megara. Since you're no longer being followed, we're going to fast track this.
Gotta go fast.
The door to the bridge slides open. Ah! Reveal tool. Reveal to me things. Thank you.
Who dat?
That is a figure that you do not recognize who is talking on a communicator. Of course, Master. The ship will not resist your control. She then turns to face you. Will it?
I have my hands on my blasters. I'm waiting to see what.
She's wearing a red and black robe with a low hood. You can see unhidden mechanical parts underneath it. A lot of them, though she does seem biological at base. She does not seem to be carrying any weapons.
I mean, girl, me too. I'm also biological at base. I'm gonna wait and see what the Sith does. She's in front of me and she's got melee weapons, so
That is a fact.
I'm not starting any fights that I don't have to.
Taluk, it is your turn.
About how bad do I feel right now?
You can tell your arm is starting to rot from the inside.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find the medical equipment.
Yeah. Go ahead and what are you gonna try to do?
I'm going to try to find the medical equipment that I can use to try to figure out what's wrong with me.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Which ability score is medicine? Because I definitely don't have it as a skill.
Taryn, do you have that handier than I do?
Oh, wrong one.
It should be memory.
That's a 15.
Yes, it is. Yep.
A 15? So the first logical step would probably be to get a full body scan. Most med bays are equipped with a scanner. You don't see one immediately, but there is a private surgery room right here.
Then I will move there.
Yeah, and there's definitely a full body scanner in there, so you can queue that process up and lay on the bed.
Okay. And then do I feel that I am having there's something in my arm that is starting to build pressure?
Yes.
Okay. Could I take could I take the grapple out of my utility belt and use one of the spikes to lance the cyst, as it were?
You can try. That would be a surgery check, and failure would hurt you.
Surgery is under response.
I'll do it. That's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Deal yourself 6 points of damage.
Okay.
That was an artery.
Yep. This is fine.
You're bleeding profusely.
This is fine.
Sure. The figure in here steps forward and beckons to Mr. Moneybags, just with a hand. He steps forward very mechanically. The Sith looks at Moneybags, checks something on her wrist data pad, shakes her head, and starts running towards the escape pods.
Oh. Girl.
Trig,
Yes.
it's your turn.
That it is. Well, there's nothing left to fight, so I guess we're off to explore the medical storage.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Vertak is with you.
Excellent.
Inside, you see the Jedi Master loading up a cart with all the Kolto.
Nope, that's not okay. Did I ever find my little security droid?
We'll say yes.
Okay. I'm gonna instruct it to scan the area and just sort of generally be present. And then I still have my
Okay.
comm link, correct? So then I'll
You
comm
do.
link to my supervisor Hal, and I'll go. Someone is trying to steal the Kolto.
Steal the... Why in the tarnation... Stop!
Trig sighs. Does my Sith buddy do anything here? Like, is she reacting? Is the Jedi reacting?
The Jedi is busy and really hoping that you don't care.
No, I care. I care. It's kind of my job.
The Sith seems to be waiting on your action.
Okay. Well, I will look at Jedi What's-Her-Face, Jedi Master What's-Her-Butt.
Mm-hmm.
And... Oh god, I don't know. Is she, like, overtly hostile, or is she just sort of chilling? Or is she just loading the cart? Like, am I not even there to her?
You're not even there to her at present.
Wow, okay. So, I'll definitely, okay. I'm just gonna sigh and say, aren't we supposed to negotiate about these things instead of just taking them?
She shoots you a very dirty look. I do not need to be schooled by a dropout.
Trig sighs again and goes, dropout? No, you have it wrong. But that's besides the point. The point is, this belongs to no one but the owners of the ship. Or whoever owns it, but I know that's not you.
Then it is being requisitioned for the Republic for the good of all.
I don't think that's how politics works.
Are you going to stop me? She
As
stops
the
loading the cart
security
finally
officer-
to look at you.
As the security officer aboard the ship, it is my prerogative to keep everything safe, including the cargo.
She looks at you as if sizing you up, and your Sith buddy chimes in.
Sir, may I be temporarily deputized?
Trig's ears twitch as though in amusement, but you can't quite tell maybe. And he simply nods shortly.
I
Emphasis on
would
short.
dearly love an excuse to fight this Jedi.
Trig simply shrugs his shoulders and goes, well, you heard him. He itching for an excuse to fight. Now, I would rather avoid all bloodshed between all parties. But again, my first priority is to secure the crew and cargo of this ship.
Roll a willpower check.
What stat is that under?
What stat is that under? It's under
I think
wit
it's under
stat.
savvy.
Yeah, it's under wit.
Never mind.
It's under wit.
Wit, great! That's a 9.
She vanishes.
With the Colto or without the Colto?
Oh, no, just her. She's just invisible, and you hear a lightsaber draw.
Oh, great. Okay.
We'll come back around to you. Taryn,
Yes.
what you doing?
I managed to get the Colto to the med bay.
Excellent.
I see.
You can move 10 squares if move you are doing.
Okay. I see Taluk, see he's bleeding, and I kind of sigh. And I'm like, can you make it to
He's
one of the
also
beds?
holding a knife. He might just be self-inflicted.
Grappling hook.
I've been a doctor long enough to know when someone's trying to help themselves and it goes poorly. I'm like, can you make it to one of the beds? I have another patient incoming.
You got it, boss.
Okay. I scoot the Colto to the lab equipment. Based on the information I gained from the venom, can I take a bit of the Colto and see if I can synthesize an antidote for the venom?
Yes.
What would that be under?
Medicine.
Medicine, okay. It's a 12.
You are able to synthesize a very thick antidote. So this won't. This will help someone who has been poisoned, but not someone who has turned.
Okay. All right. Do I still have time in my turn, or is that it?
No.
Okay.
Tahiri, you likewise can move up to 10 squares if moving is all you are doing.
Did I hear the lightsaber ignite or anything happening in the...
Oh, yeah. You probably heard that whole conversation while you were just dragging a body by.
Can the captain make it on his own? It's pretty cool.
Absolutely not. He is unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious. Okay. Well, I can pilot a ship.
Ah!
Oh, I love. So there is so much chaotic neutral energy in this team. I am so here for it.
Sorry, Captain. I think it's too late for you. Maybe not too late for these.
I am air slapping him right now.
You're not there. You don't know.
Yes, but at a moment I know.
Brittany, you're right next to him. Just slap him.
We don't have a violent relationship. That's why it's an air slap.
I understand.
I mean, previous game, I killed her pet dog, and I still didn't get a slap. So
yeah,
it is true. You did kill her pet dog.
So
he was my friend.
I guess I'll ignite my lightsaber and both of them and see what I can do over here.
Who are you?
I mean, I'm here, and I just want to help.
Does Trig notice this as well?
Yes.
He's gonna look at
lightsabers ignite behind y'all. So
he's gonna look at his new friend Zyrtek, and he's gonna go, another deputy. Very dryly. Whatever his name is. I've already forgotten.
I'm not
Gives
going
a nod to Tahiri.
It looks pretty crowded, so I'm just kind of staying.
Yeah, out in the hall.
Yeah. Sorry, Captain.
Elliot, is that just the connective glue between all of your characters that they can't remember people's names?
No, I'm really bad with names. That's just my excuse, is my characters are also really bad with names.
Fair enough. Megara.
I'm gonna stay where I am, keeping on my itchy trigger fingers, and I'm gonna make some small talk. So I'm gonna kind of like nod my head up and say, I assume you work for that toy maker.
You would assume incorrectly.
Alright, well, okay, then what do you want with that guy?
The toy maker works for us.
You and him? You and him and someone else? You and someone else?
Me and my master. This weakling, she indicates the ambassador, is of great importance to us. In exchange for his capture, we are giving the Toymaker this vessel.
Intriguing. Here's a thought. When you capture him, are you also required to take his wallet?
Skeptical face.
I'm just saying, if the dude's important, you just toss me all of the remaining credits he has on him, and I will leave and tell no one that this has happened.
I have no patience for mercenaries. And I need you to roll a willpower saving throw.
That is 11.
You go flying 7 squares backwards.
Okay.
So, there. Zarta, the Sith, sees you hit the ground and keeps running.
Unsurprising.
Do you have a response to that, or you want to sit on your butt and think about your life choices for a moment?
No, you know what? She's running. I will also. I'm out. That's not worth it. He already paid
Fair
me
enough.
1,000 credits.
Fair enough.
Go the remaining 5.
Scramble up, you can take a hint.
Bye!
I know when I'm not wanted. Alright. Taluk. Besides dying, what you up to?
Attempting to stop the bleeding and waiting my turn in the triage unit with a very frantic bin bit.
To stop the bleeding, I am going to need a first aid check.
So it's a 10, and it's memory, right?
No, that medicine is memory. First aid is under something else.
Okay.
I have to remember where I hid these. I think it's savvy.
Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, it is a 10.
Yeah, first aid is under savvy. You are able to stop the bleeding.
Okay. Not about to imminently die. That is a start. Oh, this has been a terrible day.
Hasn't it, though? Hasn't it? Okay. Now I have to roll a 1d4 to see who this Jedi attacks. Vertak, because he rolled high enough on his willpower defense to not lose track of the Jedi, is able to block the incoming lightsaber swing. Trig, it's your turn.
Great. Well, I'm gonna move. Where is this lightsaber girl?
Just to your south east.
Yeah. Okay.
Doors are weird.
And I assume I see her. Did she become visible after she attacked?
She did.
Excellent. So I see her now. I'm just alone in this room.
Yes.
Cool.
You
I'm
could
gonna steal the
close the
door and
door
party with the robot. Yep, close the door, party with the robot. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you have the Colto. You have the goods.
Yeah, it's true. Just sees it all. No. Does the security droid have any features? Can it like stun her? Is it just a floating droid?
It's just a floating droid with a camera on it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on my comlink again and call Hal and go, well, she's attacked. Now what?
Detain her.
Brig sighs, alive.
I don't care. We're all dead anyways.
Very well. And I will move out of the room, and I'm small, so I assume I just sort of scurry between people.
I'm totally here for that. You do notice the unconscious captain with the festering leg.
He's fine. I'm under attack with a lightsaber. What am I going to do? I mean, I'm not currently under attack by a lightsaber, but I could be.
I could be.
It's the thought that counts. And I am going to try to find a force ability that might help with this really quick.
Rummage.
Lightning, no. Okay. How would I try to knock her out? Do I have to damage her first? Like,
presumably.
Okay. Then I don't want to attack her. I'm going to try one more time to resolve this peaceably.
Okay.
I'm going to address her and just go, "Don't make us do anything that you might regret. There's plenty of time for negotiations if you would just let it happen." Do I get any reply?
She, casually holding her lightsaber locked with Vertax, looks over at you. What do you expect me to negotiate, Dropout? I need that Kolto, and I'm taking it with me.
Trig's ears twitch again, and he looks at her. "You call me a dropout, yet you are the one that is explicitly going against the Jedi Council. Its will may be to attain the Kolto, but how you're going about it defiles their very existence."
Oh, does it now?
I may have dropped out, as it were, but I did learn that at least.
She rolls her eyes at you.
Would Trig have heard the comment she made earlier about I can't remember where he was, about her wishing that her Padawan had died? Is that something
No.
Trig would have heard?
You were too far away.
He has really big ears, Dallas.
He has really big
fuzzy ears.
Good. That's not a good defense.
Fair enough. Okay, never mind. Then that's all the dialogue then.
Taryn,
Yes.
what you doing?
So now that I've synthesized a antidote, about how many doses do I have?
Roll a 1d6.
Six. Yes.
Holy crap! You have 6 doses.
Okay. All right. So I run here, and I ask to Luke, "Have you been bitten?"
Yes, I have.
Without explanation, I just inject him with the antidote.
Do you resist?
Absolutely not.
Taryn has that "trust me, I'm a doctor" aura cranked up to 12.
I have that. Oh God, I'm about to die. I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, because we've proven that we all trust doctors so much.
Oh. Anything else, Taryn?
What happens when I inject him with the antidote?
Immediately, nothing. But you trust your work. The infection should stay in, 6 to 10 business.
What?
No. Somewhere between 4 and 6 turns.
Okay.
Awake.
Okay. It's like, okay, this should heal you. I need you to stay here and don't die.
No promises, and I'll do my best.
Good. And I run out of the room, heading to see where the captain is.
Doctor gives you a stern look. Don't die! Yes, sir.
I thought the captain was unconscious.
Yes,
Captain
Doctor.
is unconscious.
Yes, that's why I'm going to go find him. Because Sirloin decided to let him die.
Right.
Tahiri.
I move over here and try to make a lightsaber attack.
Roll it with advantage, please.
D20. Well, let's take that dirty 20.
Take that dirty 20. All right, I take your dirty 20 and tell you to roll some damage.
5.
5. It is completely eaten by her energy shield, although you can visibly see her energy shield cracking. So you are making some progress on that. She mutters a curse under her breath and draws her free hand towards herself, as if preparing something. Megara.
I follow up with my second attack.
Second attack. Here we go. I always forget you have 2 lightsabers. In my head, you have a saber staff.
17.
17. Let's see what she got. Yeah, she is able to avoid that attack.
Oh.
Sorry.
Stop rolling so high.
Now, Megara.
Alright, I'm running down the hall back towards wherever Taluk went. I'm assuming medical, but I don't know where that is. But, the only
Follow the trail of blood.
That is literally what I'm doing. So, 1, 2, 6, 7, 10. There we go.
Here's what.
Did I just see a blood splatter effect?
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm trying to get more of them, but they're not loading correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, basically the blood splatter leads from the robot into the med bay.
Taluk, you are notably feeling better. You can feel the antidote working its magic.
All right.
And I mean, you're at full hit points, so you feel fine.
Am I at full hit points?
Weren't you? Didn't you heal yourself when you drained that creature? Oh, and then you stabbed yourself. Then you stabbed yourself.
Yes. And I never got up to full hit points. I got myself up to about 80%, and then I got myself back down lower than when I started. But
that's how life goes sometimes. There's ups and downs.
Yeah. No longer bleeding, no longer in danger of imminent death, and no longer in danger of my arm about to explode, I presume.
Correct. The swelling is going down, and there's more wriggling underneath.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I able to peek out the door without using an action yet?
Yes. You see Megara tearing towards your position.
I'm assuming it went bad. Let's go up that hallway and join the good doctor and, from the sounds of it, everyone else.
Yeah, all right. Bad news on the bridge. Bad news.
Good to know.
News.
And then I can use my action to move again, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to move straight through the door, or can I move diagonally?
You can move diagonally.
2, 3, 4, 5. I take it the ambassador is in good hands?
About that.
At this news, Taluk looks delighted. For just a moment.
At this moment, the entire ship shudders. And anyone who is familiar with spaceflight realizes that you have been docked.
Dank Ferric.
So, whoever was pulling you in on that tractor beam has succeeded in docking your ship to theirs. And it's time for our 10-minute break. We are at halftime. So Anna's going to read a little piece, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Anna?
Yeah, absolutely. So we absolutely love our Star Wars themed cast, and for this session we absolutely also appreciate the phenomenal legacy of this Star Wars creation by George Lucas, and I'm so glad that we get to celebrate it together. If you like the artwork used throughout this campaign, let us know, and we'll let you know where we got it because it's all from the far reaches of the interwebs galaxy. We'll be back in 10 minutes. In the meantime, hopefully, let's just keep in mind that tonight is not a good day to die.
I feel obligated to point out that is a Star Trek reference.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Never say die.
Anyone else back?
Here. Very glad that my mic is not sensitive enough to pick up the wild party going on downstairs. They are so loud.
Is it more Christmas hip hop?
No, this I think is just hip hop. There's also a lot of screaming. They are smoking the dankest weed. It's coming up through our heating vents, so I feel like I am getting the secondhand, much diluted.
Secondhand dank.
Secondhand dank. Not ideal.
Also, I have to say, on the record, I am loving the chaotic energy of this cast and this particular cast of characters.
It's perhaps the most chaotic energy in a group. Usually there's like a bit more of a balance, but no, we all are.
What are you giggling at?
The two-party system in America works like that first fight scene in The Road to El Dorado where Tulio and Miguel act like they're trying to fight each other, but it's all theater to distract people from the fact that they're stealing everyone else's money.
That's really good.
It's good.
I am back as well.
Welcome back, Anna.
Hi. I have my heater going on my feet and a warm blanket, and only one of 3 pets at my feet.
My pets are leaving me suspiciously alone tonight.
I have one on the chair next to me, which is her chair at this point. It's my old desk chair because it's deeply uncomfortable, and I got a new one, but I didn't get rid of the old one yet. But now it's Arwen's. I don't know where the other 2 are. I hear from Eggnog.
Alright, it's time to get started. Where is everyone?
Seems like brewing tea for Alex.
Yes. Have we heard from Elliot?
No.
Andy and Brittany? Apparently also no.
Is this... What do I do?
What are you giggling about? Now.
Okay, I'm just gonna screenshot this because I can't get the whole photo to blow up for me, but I just got like a Facebook Marketplace ad for an apartment with the most baffling kitchen I have ever seen. What is this? Who
You
installed
back, Alex?
I am.
Did you win or did the tea kettle?
I won. I think. Am I late?
We're pushing it. But we are waiting on almost everyone else, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit late. So yeah, I barely made it, I guess.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Okay. I saw an unmute and a mute, and that bodes well.
It does. That is an exceedingly confusing kitchen, though. Hey,
Why is it like that?
Questions without answers. All right, we really need Elliot, Andy, and Brittany to come back.
Oh, we're back. I never leave.
Elliot. Oh, okay. Hey, let's get going again then.
From outer space. Okay, here we go. Going back to the main screen.
Sprig and Tahiri, in response to the docking, the Jedi once again curses under her breath and releases what she had been charging up. I need willpower defense rolls, please.
And remind me what stat that's under. Is that wit?
Wit.
It is
Great. That's a 10.
10.
Yeah. She disappears. So Trig, what you gonna do?
Well, is she... Do I get the sense that she's gone, or is there like a hostile intent to what she was doing?
Yeah, roll an insight check. It's under response.
Okay. 17.
17. You are fairly certain she is gone.
Gone, cool. All right. So I am going to... what's the status of the captain? I'd like to check him out.
Dying.
Dying, but not dead?
Not dead?
If I force healed, would that stabilize him?
Yes. The infection is definitely crawling up his leg.
But he would, like, be alive?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Do it. Spin those force points. It's not like we have a boss fight coming. Anything.
He is healed for 8 HP.
Excellent. His eyes pop open. He's just staring at you. You can tell his eyes are quite bloodshot.
Well, we should find the doctor.
Doctor's on her way, or his way.
I mean, I know that.
Speaking of, Taryn, it's your turn.
Okay. So I run through the hall to where I last saw the doctor. What is the state of him? Does he look like he's recovering from the venom? I can see that he's stabilized somewhat, but...
Oh, he does not look like he is recovering from the venom. Stabilized, not recovering from the venom.
Okay, without giving an explanation, I just inject him with the antidote.
Tahiri, Trig, do you try to stop him?
He looks like he knows what's up.
I'm not going to get involved. I will turn my lightsabers off, though.
Excellent.
Do I still have some... Can I say something, or...
Definitely talk.
Okay. I need someone to get him to the medical bay. So, we have an issue. I don't know how much you know about this, but you know those humanoid creatures?
Yes.
They were once human.
Well. Great.
Someone used the Colto and made a venom to mutate them, and that's what was happening to the captain and to Luke.
Well, at least they're not dead.
Yes, but we also have another issue. Someone docked us.
Ah, yes. Very true.
So what's our next move?
Patience. The
I don't
course
think
will
we-
reveal itself soon enough.
We don't have time for patience.
There is always time for patience.
I would have to disagree with you.
You never have time for your patients? You're a doctor.
I knew someone was going to say it.
I rolled my eyes. You know exactly what I mean.
Trig's ears twitch very madly.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Tahiri, do you have anything you want to do on your turn?
Not particularly, but we'll try to get him on his way.
Yeah, turns are going to become blurry here now that we're not strictly in combat, but I am going to keep rotating through because there's things happening in some different areas.
Right.
Are you going on your own, or are you trying to drag the...
Dragging
Okay.
him, but I imagined half the speed because of dragging.
Yes, he is conscious
Oh, wait,
and
no.
is helping.
That's right. That's right.
So, Megara.
I'm gonna go catch up to Luke. Whoop, whoop. And say, did we just get docked?
Most likely.
Alright. Guess I'll play nice and I'll holster both blasters so I seem like I'm not that much of a threat. Wink, wink.
Flip trench coat over them dramatically.
It's just a short leather jacket.
Taluk and Megara, assuming you're not taking other actions, you can go ahead and move yourselves up to where everyone else is. Or everyone can just convene in medical if that's what's going on.
That might be a good idea considering the venom issue. Or they're already there, so never mind.
And there's still the question of the person who may have attempted to make an end of us.
Which one?
Or not of us, but the other three that are up here. Because I presume I heard the fighting.
Probably. So y'all are just standing around kind of looking at each other. Is anyone gonna
Been a
ask
weird day,
questions?
man.
Has anyone been to the bridge?
Oh, I've been to the bridge. You should not go to the bridge. I would not recommend the bridge.
Why not?
Big size.
Some shady person has, okay, here's the thing. They have the Imperial Ambassador.
Do they have the Republican ambassador?
No. They said this guy was important, so they were going to take him. I offered to take his payment off their hands, and they got very offended and threw me down a hall. So also, I think the toy maker works for them. So they're like even bigger baddies than whoever sent, those things, and kind of nudges her head towards the gross dead body on the floor.
We should probably take care of whoever that is then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with a group this big, probably, yeah, sure, why not?
Trig will make an obligatory call to security to let Hal know that the bridge has been compromised.
You get radio silence on the other end of that.
Great. Very reassuring.
Question. Who's
Answer.
this? And
That is a fellow working on his droids.
Has anyone talked to him?
Coming from the other direction, sorry.
He seemed busy when I came by. I didn't stop to
He
chat.
seemed busy.
We should probably let him know what's going on, or at least find out what his business is.
Don't we have more pressing issues with the captain here?
The captain? Why didn't you... Speaking of the captain, why did it take you so long?
There was a fight. I stopped.
While you have a man who is injured.
There could have been potentially more injured.
You are clearly not a doctor.
Nope.
Alright, well, someone needs to help him back to Medbay, where he's somewhat safe. And we need to head to the bridge.
Alright.
So we're discussing between attacking an unknown enemy force on the bridge of this ship and hanging out in the med bay.
No, that is not up for discussion. We need to deal with this threat, or else we're all going to need a med bay.
I mean, it seems like there's probably also the imminent threat of whoever just docked us coming in here.
You mentioned that the person on the bridge was more likely worse than the toy maker, so I say we deal with them first.
That's...
The Sith leans into the conversation. He has to lean down. He's considerably taller than everyone else.
We need to secure a way away from the larger vessel that has ensnared us. The traditional method to do so is to disable their tractor beam. This requires precision and skill. I am willing to volunteer my services.
What do you suggest?
I suggest that we board this enemy vessel, fight whatever meager defenses they throw at us, disable their tractor beam, return here and fly away. Everything else can be settled once we and this ship are safe.
What about the Force user on the bridge?
Yes, we can't actually secure the ship or fly it anywhere with the bridge compromised.
Also, probably can't guarantee they don't fly off with our ship the second we disable that tractor beam if, we all leave the ship.
Your observation is logical. I will submit to it for now.
So, heading to the bridge?
Regrettably.
I suppose so. Big guy, where do you think your compatriot is?
My master's fate is her own, as is mine. I might kill her someday. You never know.
She did run from whoever's on the bridge.
She ran.
Yeah,
Then
she
she is a coward, and unworthy to teach me anything further.
All right, real quick before we go any further, where does everyone sit on the fence here? I don't want any more surprises. I know where you sit, big guy. I see other people with lightsabers though.
I undo my quarterstaff, and I hit a little tab on my wrist, revealing my second hologram. It's not much, but it's effective.
And you with the 2 blades?
I ignite the blades, making it obvious.
All right then.
Why?
Good information to know.
What about you?
I'm going to look to Trig real quick, because he's the one that has not answered yet.
You want an answer? Because Trig's legs are short and he's getting a head start to get to the bridge. Just so we can keep pace with you all.
Yeah, I was assuming that we were all kind of traveling together at the.
I mean, yes,
point.
but he doesn't see you looking at him.
Yeah.
For an answer, that is.
My Bothan friend.
He just sort of growls that he heard you, but it,
Well, all right then.
Wait 1 second. Where is the Republican ambassador?
Haven't seen her.
That is a good point.
Does anyone care?
She's necessary for this mission, so yes.
Trig size.
We need a meme of just Trig size.
I turn to Tahiri. Have you seen her?
I left her with the young Padawan. I don't remember what room it was, but indicate where.
And do you think he's capable enough of guarding her?
He's passionate enough.
Passion. Wonder if he should actually be a Jedi. Megara, was it just one?
Yeah, only one that I could see.
What, she was able to force push you out of the hall?
Yeah, like all the way down the hall, yeah.
That's
Gonna have a
disconcerting.
real gnarly bruise later.
Well, to get it out of the way, and since someone asked, and I'll activate both sides of the lightsaber, revealing that they are, one side is orange and one side is teal.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
Deactivate it.
Are you a Jedi?
I respectfully decline to answer.
I don't know what any of this means.
I just carry guns and work for money.
I just pew pew until I get paid.
I feel it's appropriate to say that at this point, I have little more than a vested interest in the specific ambassador for the Sith failing in his mission.
I see.
I trust that won't be a problem, big guy.
Vertak does not answer you. He draws his lightsaber without igniting it and looks to Trig.
On your mark, Commander.
Trig's ears twitch again, somewhat amused. And he simply nods and looks around and he says, "Is everyone clear on the plan?"
Eliminate the Force user threat and decide what to do afterwards.
Take back the bridge so we can focus on taking the whole ship back.
Then that's the plan.
Both blasters and go kneecapper. Got it.
Then we go, Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
Wrong way. Totally went the wrong way.
You're
and
fine.
the bridge is empty?
Yeah.
Bridge is entirely empty.
Well, that was dramatic.
My infrared vision. Anyone invisible in here?
You see, flipping around in your infrared vision, a warm body down here. Can you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
And no other heat signatures that you wouldn't expect being on a starship.
Okay. Yeah, they were right there and they're gone now.
Well, for right now, we have the bridge. Let's start there.
Yeah, I'm push past and go peer through this door. This is a door, yes.
Does anyone know how to fly?
I've flown, but never anything this big.
Do you think you could undock us?
I just hit a tractor beam again.
Well, we can at least close the docking bay.
Dead body.
Dead body. Lots of laser burns.
Who? Who is that?
I think it's Hal.
It's your boss.
Oh, I zoomed in and I see it now. Oh, well, that's too bad. Oh well.
And he is dead?
He is dead.
So is Trig still getting paid?
Technically, it's the captain paying you.
My question stands.
The one you left in medical.
What?
The one you left in medical.
Yes. So Hal dying does not compromise my ability to get paid, is my question.
No, your paycheck is dependent on the ship arriving at Manaan.
Great. Okay. Just checking, because that's some motivation stuff.
What does Hal have on him? And more to the point, are there blasters and are they better than mine?
Yes, let's loot him.
Loot the body.
To loot.
He has a blaster. The other half of Trig's communicator. And then he also has a stealth field generator.
Question, because Taryn is a doctor. Are his eyes open or are they closed?
His entire face is a giant scar because apparently he was hit there with blaster fire.
All right. Taryn will kind of mumble a prayer under his breath. We need to form a plan, or else more people are going to die.
Sabotage the ship that pulled us in and get out of here?
Yes, but we would probably need to divide up our group.
Well, and Meg will kind of pull off his communicator. This will probably help.
Indeed it will. Do you happen to have any explosives, Megara?
That'd be a negative. I'd love a grenade. Don't have a grenade.
Trig, since you are security, do you know of what weapons are carried on the ship?
That's a good question, Dallas. Does Trig know any of this?
Give me a relevant knowledge check.
All right, and is that under memory, I assume?
It is under memory. Knowledge spacecraft specifically would be helpful to you.
That is a 2.
There's also a space weapons.
That is still a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Trig just shrugs. He's like, it wasn't in the packet.
They didn't cover this at orientation.
Well, our goal is to get free and then get the heck out of here. How best shall we proceed? Do we notice this thing moving?
I'll say, do we notice the
Dead gunslinger?
Yes. Not using her blaster, she's stumbling in, frothing at the mouth.
I'm gonna drain him.
Oh, she deserved better.
I'm like, can I inject her with the antidote?
You can try. You gotta stop Tuluk from draining.
Wait. I yell at him. And I go over and just pop her real fast.
Alright, I do need you to roll a fortitude to avoid being bit.
No.
Ooh. So that's a no.
Yeah.
You do manage to get the injection, but you take 6 biting damage, which completely bypasses your shield because it's not energy damage.
Okay.
Now I drain the gunslinger.
You do get the injection in, but it does nothing.
All right. You're up to Luke.
You need a stronger process if you want any chance of reversing this.
Okay.
All right, roll that drain.
It's a 28.
Nice. Yeah, give me that damage.
That's going to be 8 points.
The creature that was once Elaine falls limp.
And I'm going to move to the doctor.
That is the result of the venom. I need a stronger antidote. Can I inject myself to prevent it from changing me?
Yes.
Okay, so I do that.
Excellent. Keep track of how many more of these you have. You've been using them like candy.
I currently have 3, because I used 1 on the captain, 1 into Luke, and...
One on yourself and one on
Oh, now I have 2.
2. There you go.
I
Do you
skipped
mind
myself.
holding on to the rest of those for the people who are still alive?
I was hoping I could save her.
You can always make more, right?
If we can get back to the medical bay alive.
And if you can get more Colto.
She gave me a whole entire tank. I don't think I would have used the entire tank.
That is true. Alright, so what's it going to be, gang?
Where did the Sith go?
That's an excellent question.
Do we have time for, I don't know, a long rest?
What do you think the answer to that question is?
Think versus hope would be 2 different things here. I
Star
hope
Wars
that
is
the
all
answer
about
is
it.
yes. Yeah, Star Wars is all about A New Hope.
No, the answer is no.
Oh, okay.
If you engage in long rest activities, you will be assaulted by a very high volume of droids.
What
All
about
right.
a short rest?
All right.
No, Burtak is where he is pictured on the map right now.
Okay, he's just hanging out on the bridge.
He's fussing with the computers.
Do we
Tahiri.
trust the Sith friend?
He's technically a deputy.
So that makes that technically makes me the Sith, yeah. Well, oops.
Accidental Sith.
Tahiri, do you think you could fly us out if we managed to get undocked?
I mean, I'd certainly try. But the matter isn't about getting undocked, it's about turning the tractor beam off so that we can leave and stay gone.
Assuming that we were able to get the tractor beam undone. Then.
I imagine so. A ship shouldn't be too much different from any other ship. As far as that goes, can we take the big ship?
This ship is the one with a supply of colto, though.
The bigger ship has this ship.
It may be complicated more complicated to take that ship as opposed to freeing this ship.
Maybe. It'd also be more fun.
I would like to not lose any more people. And I say, looking at her down here. And Hal down here.
I'm
I
no
need-
pilot, so I don't know if this would work, but could we theoretically, with this ship docked, jump in the larger ship and bring both ships to Manaan?
That's what I was saying, is if we could just take the larger ship that's holding this ship.
We are limited with weapons. We don't know how many people that this so-called toy maker has at his disposal.
That's all fair.
I need to get back to the medical bay to make more antidote, because I have a feeling we're going to encounter more of those creatures. And I don't want any more people ending up like this.
Unless there are enemies.
Even then, because it seems like they come back and they bite you.
Oh, that person was dead.
And they still came back.
I'm saying they're dead now, and she pointed to him. Or he pointed to him. I don't care if our enemies line up like that. Anyway.
Well, let's get our Sith friend and go check on the captain and decide what to do from there.
Solid move.
When you get back to medical, Tehran, the captain is sitting on one of the medical beds, just trying to catch his breath.
Are you alright? Can you breathe?
I'm good. Just been a lot today.
You could say that. We've also been docked.
I know. Worse, I think. I think we've actually been taken into a much, much larger ship. Can't tell for sure.
Do you have any ideas on how to get out of this mess?
I mean, I'd always try to cut the tractor beam and make a run for it, but it doesn't always work.
Would the tractor beam, where would the tractor beam be located on that ship?
Depends on the ship, make and model. Have to
How
see it.
How familiar are you with other ships?
I did my time in the army. I've been on and off quite a few.
The other should be here shortly. We'll discuss it more then. I go back into surgery, and can I attempt to make a more potent antidote?
Yes, you may roll a medicine check to do that.
Okay.
While you're doing that, is anyone interacting with Vertak?
No, I'm just staring at him. No, I'm kidding. Yes.
What are you saying?
What do I notice? Do I notice that he's doing anything in particular before I say anything?
Roll knowledge, spacecraft.
All right, that's memory, correct?
It is memory.
That is an 11.
He appears to be running a ship diagnostic.
Cool. So I'll just sort of nod at him and say, the plan is to consult with the captain, correct? The general plan?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to nod at him and say, well, deputy, we're off to find the captain and hopefully make some sense out of this mess.
Good. I will remain here and ensure no one else takes the bridge.
Frigg just nods because he knows that this guy means business.
So that was a 5 for my medicine check.
Nope.
Okay.
And you've used all of your Colto now.
Well, hopefully, said Jedi hasn't stolen the rest of it and I can go get more. Will you be alright until the others get here, Captain?
Yeah, I think I can manage. We need to move quickly if we're gonna accomplish anything.
I agree, but right now I need to make sure that no one else dies.
Understood. That has to be your first priority. Say, you're pretty good at this whole doctoring thing. You looking for work?
If we ever make it out of this alive, I will consider your offer.
Yeah. Use a man like you on my crew. Speaking of, I might need a crew when we're done with this. Oh well, yeah, you're right. We'll get to we'll get to some other. Yeah, we'll get to that later. He looks up as Taluk and Meg come in with
Hello there.
Gary. What's the situation?
Whoever it was, they're gone now.
Well,
There's still
suppose
another
that's in our
investigation.
favor. What are we? What's our move?
I actually had an idea. If we can find out what is around us, and presumably the docking bay of the larger ship, if we can jettison a lot of material and a ship leave as well, it might confound the tractor beams so that they hit Flotsam instead of us.
That's a elegantly simple solution.
It might give us just the time we need to get away, but there's no guarantees.
I don't hate it. We do have a lot of cargo.
Please don't jettison the Colto just yet.
I'm not even talking about just the stuff from our ship, but the stuff from the larger ship, if we can get it out as well.
Dump the trash. And then we just float away with the garbage.
I've used a similar technique to get away from tractor beams in the past. We might even, if we can get the right angle, one well-placed shot could take out their tractor beam.
Maybe it's an idea if y'all are up for it.
Can any of us aim? I mean, I can aim in person, but...
How good of a shot are you to Luke?
I think that I might have been pushing it when I shot the thing that was chowing down on you, Captain.
You still succeeded.
I'm nothing compared to our cyborg friend here.
That's fair.
And I've no experience with shipboard weapons.
Yeah, you and me both, pal.
The captain kind of looks surprised. I mean, I can fire a shot. The bigger trick is to use the cover of the debris to get away from the tractor beam.
While you discuss this, I need to get more Colto.
Should someone go with him? Is it safe to be alone on this ship right now?
Meg, are you saying this to anyone in particular, or are you following Terran?
I'm saying this to the room at large, because I personally am not going to do it.
Do I look dumb?
Someone watch me from the door, and I'll watch her from the next door.
You got
Terran, you open the door to the Colto storage, and it has been completely cleaned out.
Blast that Jedi.
Oh dear.
We have a problem. That blasted Jedi, that piece of Bantha Poodoo, has stolen all of our Colto.
And taken it where?
I have no idea, but I can't make more anti-venom unless I have that Colto.
So we definitely have 2 doses, and nothing more.
Can you use Bacta?
I don't know how much Bacta is left in the tanks. Dallas, can I check to see if I can use Bacta?
You could synthesize 1d4 more injections from each tank of Bacta, but then you would lose access to your Bacta tanks.
Okay. I will use 1 Bacta tank and try to get some more of the antidote.
Okay, 1d4.
One.
1 more.
So now I'm up to 3. I only have 3 doses.
It's not great.
Astute there, Megara.
It's one each for the 3 people that are most likely to be in contact with them.
Who's going on to the other ship?
It should be noted that this is an antivenom, not a vaccine. This works in reaction to the poison. It does not make you immune to the poison.
Right.
Does this ship have security cameras?
Everyone looks at Trig.
Yep.
That's a good question, Dallas. Does
You know where the security office is.
That's true. Did I notice cameras there earlier when I was applying or reporting for duty?
Roll a reverse spot check.
Flashback spot check.
What'd you get?
14.
Yes, there were security cameras.
Trig nods sharply.
Let's make sure the ship's clear. And then hopefully it's just whatever's on this ship.
All right. I am turning on my infrared sensor. I want to see if I can spot anybody else, such as perhaps a Jedi hoarding Kolto.
Where are you looking?
I'm a peek my head in this, which I believe was the mess hall.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no.
Ah, such fun memories.
Such
Feels
purple
like-
protein.
Feels like it was only a few hours ago.
It was only a few hours ago.
There
That's
are
really-
Minutes ago, technically.
to the left of medical. There are a few heat signatures.
To the left of medical, like yonder.
Mm-hmm.
There's-
One of them seems to be tossing on the floor, slowly and rhythmically, like someone in a high amount of pain.
There's something maybe alive over there.
Trick, where are you going to look on those security cameras?
Everywhere?
Everywhere.
Wherever they will allow me to look. Until I
Okay.
get interrupted.
In that
I'm-
case, give me
I'm
a
just.
second.
Uh-oh. We lost somebody.
Who did we lose? I apologize. The reveal tool often chooses to conceal instead of reveal, and it is very annoying.
Oh. I don't see anything.
I've seen nothing.
You should be able to see everything now because you have access to the security cameras.
Aha.
Who has my comlink?
I think
Megara,
it's-
I think.
yeah.
Great. So Trig will call her and relay everything that he sees on the security camera.
Ah.
Security cameras.
Right as she gets to the door and sees probably Joby. Looking Joby-like.
Joby is laying on the floor. You can see a giant swelling of his lower abdomen with a now familiar looking white frothy substance coming out of it.
Oh,
Doctor, we need a dose.
See it.
Okay.
Dose of what?
I inject Joby with the antidote.
He takes one of your hand in both of his. You saved my life.
It's what I'm here for.
Oh, this kid again?
Does Trig see any of this on camera?
Yes.
Is there audio?
There can be.
From a distant room, you get the impression that Trig is sighing. You saved my life, and he's just like, kids.
Where's the ambassador?
They, I couldn't stop her. She took her. I tried.
Who took her? Calm down.
She have a big hood. She got
The woman
robot
in
parts.
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Was she alive when she was taken?
Yes.
Was there anyone else with this red-hooded woman?
Yes, an old Empire man.
The other ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they go?
They left the ship. And he points at the door that you all came in.
Where's your master?
He looks down in shame. I don't know.
You should probably consider getting a new one.
He gives you a really curious look and then forces himself up onto his knees in indignation. The Jedi Council chose that master for me. Who am I to defy their will?
Hopefully
That
something a
master-
little better than a culto thief.
That master doesn't care if you are alive or dead. She abandoned you and she stole all the culto, which I need to make more of this, and I hold out the antidote that just saved his life in front of his face. Now, you can either follow your master blindly, even though she doesn't care about you at all, or you can help us save the ship and the ambassadors.
He may or may not be having an existential crisis. And he's just looking blankly everywhere.
Hey,
Joby, we could use your passion. Come with us and
When Trig walks up, does he see that Joby is all confused and
Yes.
cool? Just curious.
Tell Luke, finish what you were saying.
hey, Jedi kid, look. At least your master wouldn't kill you on the spot if you failed them. But
He looks at you like he doesn't really believe that sentence.
look. You may want to seek out someone else, or at least inform the council that your well-being is not respected. I hear your side of this weird thing we're part of is a bit more careful about who trains who. Who is the Republic ambassador, by the way? I have no idea who that is. I don't want to hurt them and get on this guy's bad side.
She looks like you.
Another chest?
Another Chiss.
That
Though
would be easy to
certainly
spot.
but certainly not as cautious as you are.
Good to know.
I kneel down in front of Jovi. This is a lot to take in, kid. But you're stronger than you think. You can make decisions for yourself. You don't need a master to decide for you, and you don't need the Jedi Council. I learned that the hard way.
Roll persuade. Did you hear me?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm looking at things.
looking up.
You're good.
13.
He nods slowly. There is wisdom in that. Maybe I could stand to learn something from you. Stands
Maybe
to
you
his feet slowly. As he is standing, the captain steps into the engine room with all of you. Trig, what'd you see on those cameras? What's the status of the crew?
Trig relays everything that he saw on the cameras.
It's no good. Can't fly a ship without a crew.
Yep.
He looks at the lot of you. Any of y'all have spacer experience?
What was that?
Spacer experience.
I'm able to fly.
I have been on many a ship.
Don't have much in the way of credits, but we do have some steady work.
Think
Y'all
right
get
now.
us out of this. Consider yourselves top applicants for the job of replacing my crew if you want it.
How long had that crew been with you?
Most of them been running with me since the war.
There's always a war somewhere. Which war?
And he thinks for a minute. 20 cycles. Most of my crew had been with me for nearly 20 cycles. A couple of them just 16, 17.
Something to think on, but in the meantime, we
Question
need
for Dallas: how long is a cycle? Okay. So long haul.
He's offering you a very permanent job if you want it. On the caveat of you need to get out of this alive.
As much as I'd love to take you up on that offer, I don't think as long as Darth Traxxas is my mentor, I'm going to be able to accept as much as I wish I could.
It's up to you. I'm just trying to plan ahead, but I suppose we should probably get out of this first. He was around. We looking to save our skins or make some credits by saving the politicians?
I'm not too concerned about them.
We need to do both.
Trig just shrugs. He's like, "You're paying me."
I did already get paid, but I'd love to get paid again.
We could leave them behind and hope that they'll have a ransom. Then
We're
come
already
in
missing
and
the
be
Kulto.
big damn heroes later.
We're already missing the Kulto. The mission to Manaan is nothing at this point. We don't really need them. The negotiations will fail before they even start.
Megara, you said did you say the hooded figure needed the ambassador?
Yeah, that's what she said. Well, he was important. Very important. I think she said she needed him for something. I'll be honest, I don't remember much about anything ever.
He's
Getting
valuable.
thrown down a hall will do that to you.
Yeah, and I will say that was my first time getting force thrown down a hall, but not my first time getting thrown down a hall.
You sound like so much fun.
I am!
If he's important to them, we should probably get him back. He might have information that would be helpful to us.
Or if he's important, he's under heavy guard.
Yeah, or just one robotic force throwing guard.
Do what you want. I'm gonna go.
All right. Very quickly, show of hands. Who here wants the Republic to succeed?
I don't care who succeeds, I just need people alive.
I don't care who
Okay.
succeeds, I just need cash money.
You don't need to raise your hand, Jedi Kid. I know what your opinion is.
Jedi Kid is still having an existential crisis. Leave him alone.
Trig pats him on the shoulder.
Tahiri, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get this show on the road and leave.
Where are you going?
That was the door that we came in from. So I imagine
Yes.
it's the door we leave from.
That door currently leads onto the Toymaker's ship. I would not go there alone. But I mean,
that's up to them.
I'm having flashbacks to Knights of the Old Republic. Are you sure you want to go alone?
I've done this before. I died.
Yes.
I talked to Jovi. I think you should go with them. You need to protect the ambassador.
He nods, but then he looks really skeptically at Tahiri.
I don't notice.
Of course you don't.
So for what it's worth, the ending that is best for me is the ending that most embarrasses Mr. Everett Kellner Gallipoli III, and therefore my mentor. But at this point, I'm more interested in all of us getting out alive. Shall we get going?
Just try to bring everyone back alive and then get us free. Trig, will you help me find the Colto? What was that?
Are you not going with them, Taryn?
Nope. I was about to ask Trig to help me find the Colto so I can make more antidotes and hopefully deal with said crazy Jedi.
So the Colto is no longer on the ship.
Oh!
Probably
Thank my ferret.
Trig was able to deduce that when this is security cameras. Sorry that I did not actually update you with that information.
Okay. Did she take an escape pod?
That is the most likely solution.
Okay, well, she probably won't be able to get far. One of us should probably stay here with our friend in the cockpit.
But that's less exciting adventure.
I think he can take care of himself.
I'm sure he can take care of himself, but again, diplomacy, only one person on the ship. If we get free, he may decide to cut his losses and run.
Do we think between the Jedi, the Sith, and the Captain, we won't be coming back to a bunch of corpses?
It's actually a really entertaining point, says the Captain. I think I can keep those two hooligans in line. They have survival in common that they want, I think.
I'm not a Jedi.
The kid
no.
almost
He was
is.
talking about Joby.
Oh,
Was that his name?
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Joby.
Taryn, out of character. The point is they want you to come along because the next step in this saga is going to be y'all traversing the enemy ship
okay.
to whatever ends. And narratively, I'd like Joby to go with you, but he doesn't have to.
Okay. Then,
Vertok is more than capable of holding this ship.
okay.
Joby, are you going to come along with us? Try to save the ambassador?
That was my plan. I am without a master. I don't know whose order I should follow, but that was my one objective.
Come with us, and maybe we can solve one problem today.
Wait, so is the captain staying on the ship, or is he coming with us?
That is up to y'all. He can do
They can
either.
just stay on the ship.
Because
Yeah, I feel like he should stay.
if he doesn't come with us, I'm technically the ranking officer.
That is true.
You're also the only person who's actually part of the ship's crew.
Technically.
The rest The rest of us are passengers.
Technically part of the ship's crew. I was a new addition.
I suggest we give a comlink to the captain so we can stay in contact with him.
Excellent.
That's fair. I will
Can we
surrender
just
my
assume
comlink.
that as part of my jaunt into security, like, did they have more than one comlink? Can I just have gotten a handful to pass around?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. So I start tossing them to people like candy. You get a comlink. You get a comlink.
Get a comlink.
Look under
Everyone
your
gets a
chairs.
Gang, this is where we're going to call it tonight. To everyone listening, I hope you are as excited as I am to see where this goes, and if they decide to just jettison trash and fly, or if they decide to try to be heroes, and who this toy maker is, and why the powers that be want these ambassadors. However, we will not be getting answers to this question next week. We are going to resume our normally scheduled one-shots for at least 1 week, because I will be traveling this week. And then, pending on everyone's schedules, we hopefully will get back to the Manaan saga within the month. But I have to verify with people out of game before I can confirm that. But watch the one-shot channel on our Discord, and also watch the Facebook page, MacArthur Adventures, for updates of what's coming week to week. And hopefully we'll see you there. You want to read us out, Anna?
Of course. Well, that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time, for a special one-shot. Keep an eye out on Facebook, and we will make an event for whatever goodies we'll be throwing your way. And if you do like what we're doing and want to support the show, go check out the links in our video description on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 May the force be with you.
Live long and oh god damn it.